Hi guys, welcome back to another video with the Real Loverlee. And I know you guys missed me. I haven't uploaded in over a month now, and I'm so sorry for that, but I'm here with another video. And in today's video I'll be making another balloon mosaic. I'll be making a number 0. So I know I said I was trying to upload all the rest of the videos before the end of September, but obviously that can't happen because it's already the end of September. I think September ends tomorrow. Yeah, today's the 29th, so September do end tomorrow, but I'm not making any promises. I'm going to try to finish all the numbers by the end of October. I think I have like 3 more numbers after this, and then I'll be done with numbers, and then I could start doing other type of balloon mosaic styles for you guys. So in this video I'm going to be only making the frame. I'm not stuffing it with balloons. I'm only showing you guys how to make it with the frame. It's pretty easy. I'm doing a 3 feet mosaic, so it won't take long. So my materials, I have some glue sticks, I have my tape, scissors, my pencil, my X-acto knife, extra blades for my knife, and my ruler. Also have a cutting mat. If you guys don't want to scratch your work table, it's better to use a cutting mat whenever you're doing any type of cutting, because the X-acto knife will cut through anything, literally. So let's get started. And if you guys don't know, I'm doing workshops right now. I'm doing physical workshop and also virtual workshop. So if you guys haven't signed up for that already, I think you guys should do that. If my videos aren't detailed enough for you, you get a one-on-one session with me, and you get to learn every single details of making a balloon mosaic, from making the frames to how to stuff it with balloons, and also how to price it. So what I'm doing now, I'm taping my mosaic onto the foam board. This is a 3 feet mosaic, so I'm using a 30 by 20 foam board. Yes, 30 by 20 foam board from Hobby Lobby. If you're making a 5 feet, then you'll need a 40 by 60 foam board. And I get all my foam boards from Hobby Lobby. You guys always ask me in the comments, even though I'll be putting it in the description box. I do get all my foam boards from Hobby Lobby. I've never used any other type of foam boards. Actually, when I just started, I used to use Dollar Tree foam board, but those aren't stable enough. If you're trying to get your money's worth, or you're trying to deliver quality balloon mosaic to your client, then you should definitely get a thicker foam board than what's at Dollar Tree. So I like to tape down my template onto the foam board so that it don't move when I'm chasing it with the pencil. Okay. And also in my workshop, you know how to put your templates together. I also teach you guys that in my workshop. Some of you guys have already signed up, but I'm sure a lot of you guys don't know. So I'm just letting you all know I'm doing workshops for balloon mosaic. So now I'm just going to trace the template onto the foam board so I could cut it out. I normally just use my X-acto knife and cut it out right away, but I want to show you guys the right way, just so you don't follow my steps and make any type of mistakes. You should definitely trace it out with a pencil first, then cut it out on the foam board. That would be easier for you guys, definitely. Also, if you trace it out with a pencil first and you make any mistakes, you can always use the eraser to erase it. But if you do it with the X-acto knife, trying to trace it with the X-acto knife and cut it out right away, if you make any mistakes, then you can't undo it. So that's why it's best if you use a pencil to trace out the number on the foam board first. Normally when I'm making mosaics, I normally listen to music or watch YouTube videos or a movie or something. But I feel like I wanted to talk to you guys in this video, give you guys a little update on what's been going on. As you all know, I just moved recently from Maryland to California, so like my life is kind of like hectic right now. Still trying to unpack, trying to get used to this new time and this new area that I'm in. I still haven't started working yet, but I think I'm gonna start working soon. I haven't been promoting because, as I said, everything has been really hectic. I didn't know this moving process was gonna be like this. I mean, it's not bad, it's just a lot. Especially because we shipped out a container. If you guys are familiar with pod storage and moving, we shipped out our stuff with them. So when we were in Maryland, we packed it all up by ourselves, which was a lot because we packed it up in like a whole day. And then when it got here, obviously we don't have anyone here. So we had to unpack it by ourselves, and we lived like on the second floor. So we had to carry everything up the stairs. It was so crazy, y'all. It was so hot. Like, we started one day and then we was just like, we can't. So we left it the day that it came. We only took out a couple stuff, then we locked it up and said we're gonna finish the day after that. So the day after that, we woke up like 6 a.m. because 6 a.m. in the morning is really cool here. And we know if we try to do everything in the sun again like the day before, it was going to be too much. So we got up like super early, around 6 a.m. and got it done in like a whole hour. It was so quick. We couldn't believe we did all that in an hour. But yeah, it was really good. And after that, we had to, my birthday came up, so obviously we did something for my birthday. We went away, and then we got a storage to put away or my event stuff, because in our last apartment I kept everything inside the apartment, which was fine, but it's like I didn't want visitors because my stuff was just all over the place. It wasn't junky, it was just a lot of stuff. It was like a lot of totes, boxes with my event stuff. And we didn't buy furniture because we knew we were moving. So I had the space to put all my event stuff. But here, we have furniture. We have furnitures, and I know that furnitures and my stuff was gonna make this place really junky, so I got myself a storage space. So all the stuff that we brought here from the container, we have to bring back out of the house to the storage, which was another crazy thing. But we still have like 4 more boxes to unpack, and still waiting on some more furniture pieces and stuff like that. So yeah, so I traced it out onto my foam board, and now I'm going to gently remove the tape, because if you try to remove the tape too rough, like how I be sometimes, see, I didn't break it, but if you try to remove the tape too hard, then you might rip your template, and you don't want to do that, especially if you're going to try to use it again. Actually, you guys, you should always try to keep your template. Like this paper, I keep all of my templates, because if I have to make the number over again, I don't want to have to print it over and then have to put it together. So I just always fold mine up and keep them in one place. Yep, it's easier for me. Yep, so that's the template, and all I do is just fold it up real nice, fold it, and then store it away, and then I'll have it for my next event. See, just like that. So I'm going to take my cutting board and cut out this number. And also, guys, as you can see, the number, I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I trace the number out, and you can see that it's round at the top and round at the bottom. But if I want to put a base at the bottom, I don't want it to be that round. So what I'm going to do is take my ruler and make a straight line right here and just cut it at the line. It won't take away the shape from your number, but it'll definitely make it easier for you to attach a base onto it, so that you can put some weights at the back. You can put a base on it, but the base would have to be the same shape as the bottom, which is round, and you don't want that. But if you make the bottom of your number straight, then you're gonna be fine. It won't take away from the shape of it. So I have my cutting mat down, just so I won't scratch my work table. And I'm just going to trace it out. Okay guys, so this is the 0 cut out completely, and as I said, the top is round and the bottom is round. So I know I'm gonna put a base on it, so I'm gonna make the bottom kind of straight. So putting a base on it will be easier. So I'm gonna take my ruler and cut it out straight so you guys can see that. And it won't take away from the shape at all, because you're just taking off a little bit and making it straight. You don't want the bottom of your numbers to be round. I certainly don't. My numbers look way better when the bottom is straight and everything looks nice. So you should also trace this part. Don't be like me, because you don't want to make any type of mistake. So also trace it. So there we go, and you see it still looks like a 0. Cutting it did not take away from the shape at all. It still looks like a 0. It's perfectly fine, and that is how I do the bottom of my numbers. So because this number is mostly curves and corners, and you know, it's a round shape, it's a 0 obviously. So for my strips, I know I'm gonna have to score all of my strips except for when I'm doing the bottom, but for every other part of this, I know I have to score my strip in order for me to bend it. And again, I'm going to show you guys that, but you can also refer to my other balloon mosaic videos to see how I do that. So this is me taken from the mosaic, the foam board that I just cut the 0 out of, and I don't like to waste foam boards, so I'm gonna cut out my first strip off of this and then discard of the rest of it because I won't have any more use for it. So I'm going to measure out 6 inches because that's how big you want your strips. You want them to be 6 inches. I'm going to do it from this side. So I have these 2 really long strips of foam board. I think they're 30 inches. Yeah, I think they're 30 inches each. And because I'm making a 3-feet mosaic, I think this will be enough for the outline of the mosaic, and then I will probably have to cut another 30-inch piece of strip for the inside, but I will let you guys know by the end of the video, or you guys will see how many foam board pieces I used. But right now I'm at 1 3/4 of the foam board so far. I haven't even reached half of the other foam board yet. So yeah, for 3 feet you never go over 2 foam boards, at least for me, because I don't waste foam board at all. So I'm basically going to be scoring the foam board, and if you guys don't know what scoring is, it means I'm going to be cutting the foam board, but I'm not going to be cutting it all the way through. I'm just cutting it lightly just so I'll be able to bend it. And because I just changed my blade on my X-acto knife, my knife is like really sharp, so I have to like press down really lightly and make sure that I don't cut through the foam board, because you don't want that. So I'm going to be doing this whole strip until I get to the end. I'm going to be doing this and the other strip, so catch you guys when I finish. Okay guys, so I have my 2 30-inch strips, and I'm ready to start gluing it onto my foam board to make the frame. So I'm going to start with the top first, and then I'll just work my way around and then do inside of the middle last. Okay guys, my camera died for a minute, but I'm back. And this is what I've got so far. I closed up the little gap that was there after I attached the other foam board to this piece. I have this piece left and also the middle. I just cut out like 2 more strips of foam board. So I just cut out 2 more strips of foam board. And another thing, whenever I'm doing like the middle pieces for any number, I always try to like score it like really fine, like smaller lines, because a lot of times when I try to curve it, the lines be too big for the corner. So I try to like make it like really small so it fits perfectly in there. And do you guys see the difference? This is how it looks with the lines, with the smaller lines over here, and this is how it looks with the wider lines. See, it's like spaces in between, and we don't want that, so that's why I have to make the lines real small. So let me go ahead and make those lines really small and then finish up this piece. I'm going to do all in here and this edge. I don't think I'm going to put a base on it because it's not really for anyone, and also it's easier to store without a base. The base takes up a lot of space when I try to store it. So I'm going to leave the base off until it's time to use it again for an event. Okay guys, so this is how my 3 feet number 0 mosaic looks. I went ahead and closed up all the gaps. Make sure that when you add another piece of foam board, you go ahead and close up your gaps after that. And as I said, I'm not going to be putting any base on the back. I'm just gonna let it stay like this until it's time for it to go out. It's easier to store without the base because the base takes up a lot of space. But you see, me cutting the bottom straight didn't take away from the shape. You can still see that it's a 0. So yeah guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your friends on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, everything. And I will catch you guys in my next video. And also, if you guys want me to do something special for Halloween, just leave it down in the comment section and I will go over it and, you know, let you guys if I'll be able to do that. But without further ado, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.